Ah, there you are, FIRTLESS. In my room again, I see. What brings you here? No joking. Yep, order of magnitude, feeling at its best, as you can tell. This is when I've just had a bath and I feel fucking refreshed. It's a good day today. Do you know what's coming through the post? I'm really excited about this. Let me show you. In here, we have... Feast your eyes, people, on... Ta-da! Yep. What's this I hear you say? Is it an iPod? Well, of course it's not an iPod, but I'm going to explain something in a minute. Credit goes to Debbie Ferguson. She posted it back, and in the face of such, you know, what's the word? All eyes on her, I suppose is a word. She stood up, stood tall, sent it back, apologised. So, well done, Debbie. You know, I've certainly forgiven and forgotten. I'm a forgiving guy, honestly. I really, really am. You know, so thank you very much. You know, you stood tall, you did exactly the right thing. Well done, you know, credit due, seriously. I mean, I'm not just saying that in some sort of half-sincere, cock-ass way. I'm serious. Well done. It does take guts to say sorry or whatever. I've had to do it before. I mean, you know, Mr. Huff, I got my figures wrong on his... Well, the layland was he had £46,000. Where did that money go? It turned out he could only raise £6,000 in the end. But I don't mind apologising if I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'll never apologise. But if you're wrong, and you catch me wrong, you can prove I'm wrong, certainly. That's the way it goes. Anyway, this thing. This, as beautiful as it is, it's not going to go in my collection over here. I promise you. No, this is literally going to be one of the community ghost boxes that is going out. I say one of them? One of them? Is there more? Oh, yes. Now, there is going to be a bit of a fight on the hands, and I know why. Let me explain something. I've got an SB7 on its way to me. And I've also, I think I've got a Sanguian as well on its way. So that's 3 community ghost boxes. I know people are going to want that one, aren't they? Because it's the 469. Well, I don't think you're really going to get much of a choice. A lot of you, I hope, will just be grateful that you got one because they're hard to get hold of, you know. I've shown you, magnitude mode's fucking good anyway. You know, it really is. I mean, actually, I think I've actually got better replies on magnitude mode than the Holy Grail at the moment, you know. Maybe it's what they're used to, it's what I started off with. I don't know the answers why, you know. So, I don't think necessarily if you have the Holy Grail, you're going to get, like, full-on amazing responses necessarily, you know. I'm sure it helps to have a good ghost box, of course it does, you know. If it's, like, really, really bad or whatever, like, well... Let's face it, I'm using SB7, but it's not using the fucking white noises going, you know, but you can still get replies using it that way, you know. Proving Demons has shown that. If you look on his early videos when he had an SB7, he had amazing evidence for fucking a load of white noise, didn't he, you know? So, it's tricky. I wish I could all just clone this several times and give it all to you, I really do. So, there you go. So, why do I say iPod? Well, look at it. I actually remember when these come out, these were released in Britain, I'm pretty sure of it, because in about 1999, that area, quote me if I'm wrong, that's when they come out or not, but I did see these on sale in certain little stores like Auto Bits and places like that, and I thought, huh, they're that cheap iPod rip-off. I didn't obviously have any, have any inkling of ghost boxes at the time. It was, it was pre-2000, I'm pretty sure it was. But yeah, I mean, it looks like it's trying to based on an iPod, isn't it? Meant to look like, cashing in on, as the word says. What I'm going to do though, tonight, I will do a session with it and you can see exactly what it is like. How about that, eh? Also as well, case of note, the other 2 boxes don't necessarily need speakers with them, you know, but this guy does. Now, the kind lady who's sending me the SB7, she's sending me a speaker with it. So what I'll do before I send this out, I want to get the other 2 boxes in as well, so I've got all 3, because I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I'm still going to do a community ghost box idea. I think DDR or someone was suggesting, it's not a good idea, it's ominous and people will steal it. Well, I don't think people will steal it, especially after last time, I think people are going to respect it completely. I really, really do. I have faith. And this is the only way. Look at all this stuff, guys. A lot of it is yours. As I go over this, you have given up to me. This is the only thing I can think of to put forward to you, So it's the best I can do, and I'm going to put it forward for you. But I think people will respect it. When our time's up, I'll think of a time limit. It'll be a generous time. It won't be like, oh yeah, you can have it for 2 weeks and send it on. And, you know, it'll be, a generous time limit of some sort, you know. I'll get like a name and address before I send it out, etc. Yeah, we'll go from there. So when the other 2 come through, let's play ball and let's get it out there and see what's not. If the other 2 take forever to come through, I will just send it out. Right? I'm not going to make you wait for fucking months or anything. Don't worry about that, okay? You know, if the other 2 turn up within like a week or 2, fucking spot on. If they don't, then I'll send it out. Anyway, do you know who's next on my list? Do ya? Do ya? His name is Mark Chambers. So Mark, that one is yours. Alright? Booked. Mark Chambers. So Mark, get in touch with the comments. Don't send me your address just yet because I get so many emails, I fucking lose it. But what I'll do is, like, when the other 2 come in, or if they don't come through and I'm ready to go, I'll say, Mark, bump, you know, comment me now, email me now, then I'll write down your address and then we'll go from there, you know. Alright? But it's here, it's back, it's safe, it's all good. Her reasoning for it being stuck in a kitchen drawer was because she heard some quite scary things coming from it that worried her. And that's a warning to you all. Yeah, some nasty things can come out. If you can't handle it and don't like it, just send it back. There's no, you know, pride in, or you're a weakling because you're a bit scared of what comes out of it. It's not for everyone if fucking scary shit comes through. I've never really had anything too bad. I mean, demons and shit and a couple of swear words, but nothing like, you know, crazy telling me when I'm gonna die or anything like that, you know. So yeah, there it is. I'll do a session tonight with it, and Mark Chambers is probably going to be wetting himself, and I get very excited. If you're on a community Ghostbox list, you know your numbers. I gave you your numbers. Obviously you're all going up now. So Mark Chambers is number 2, is now number 1. So if you're number 4, you're number 3, and so on. That's what I want to talk about, overseas and stuff. Yeah, this has gone big. I only thought I'd have 1 box to send around, you know, sort of travel the world almost, and now things are going to change a little bit because A, there's more boxes on the way, which means people can get it quicker, a ghost box quicker. But the USA is a problem because sending things across seas is really fucking risky. It doesn't always turn up, or it takes forever. So the bad news is, oh no, it can only be in England, or maybe a European country at a push. Oh no, no, no. And don't worry, you Americans, because TRUTHSEEKERS has got your back again. There's a guy called Shy, and Shy is the man. In fact, Shy has been giving away hacked radios to people like Staminist and a few others, because he's a real good guy. He wants to set up a community ghost box. So I said to him, Shy, why don't you run it in America? And he's got an Opus, I think it is, a Radio Shack Opus, I think that's what it's called, set up as a community ghost box for the Americans. I'm sure he's got more boxes, so, you know, there's going to be quite a few out there, and I really thoroughly believe people are going to respect this. I'm putting my trust in you, no one's going to walk off with it. They really aren't. I really believe that, you know. So there you go, there it is, right there. Take a look at it. It's bigger than I thought. A lot bigger, but when I first saw it, like in pictures, I thought it was like quite a small little thing. And yeah, when I saw it today, when it came through the post, I was like, oh, I remember this. I laughed at this because I thought they were trying to rip off iPod, like, you know, like confused parents. Like, what, you're an iPod? Mum, this isn't a fucking iPod. What the fuck's this? You know, that's why, because they were quite cheap. You know, now look at the price of them. This, if you want to know, $250 was paid for this. $250. Fuck, that's a lot of money. I think that's probably more than a Holy Grail, you know. Very collectible. So lucky people that get to borrow it. And I'm sorry the other people that probably end up with the SP7 or the Sangian, you know. There's not much I can do about it, you know. It's just the way your number falls. You know, and like I said, just because it's like a cult classic, as they say, doesn't mean the replies are going to be any good. Like I said, lately, I'm getting a lot more shit on my original ghost box than any of that lot. Work that out. I don't know. Weird, innit? Okay, FIRTLESS, take care. I've got to go pick up my daughter from school now, but there we are. Thank you, Debbie. Well done. Kudos to you. Take care, FIRTLESSes. Oh, and I got a new word. Right, so we got FIRTLESS. We got slimy FIRTLESS. And DOLTS. Yeah, do you know what DOLT is? DOLT is my new word for the naysayers, the people that disapprove of what I do. So, see you later, FIRTLESSes. See you later, Slimy FIRTLESSes. And see you later, DOLTS. Bye, DOLTS.